Hello. I just wanted to celebrate some progress on the Embodied Ecosystems Tarot Oracle deck. I feel like I've made huge progress, even though there's still a lot to go, but I want to celebrate what has been accomplished so far and the fact that this is way closer to being a reality than it was months ago, a year ago. I mean, the beginning of this year, I knew this was going to be the year that I was going to make this deck, like really actually start it and not just let it be an idea in my head, simmering and in anticipation for the past 5 years, trying to figure out how to make it perfect and all these things. But this year I really just dove in, and I'm thankful for a lot of the teachings and spiritual practices that I was able to partake in learning through, that really helped me be able to channel this deck and tune into that without the logical fearful brain getting in the way. So yeah, I just want to share a little bit of where I'm at with everything and what's to come. As of now, I'm just gonna go the numbers first because it's fun for me. I'm in all, I feel like I'm a third of the way there, but the writings, I've really been working on that. They're almost done. The practices still have a ways to go, but I have ideas for a lot of them, and I'm excited to develop that more. That's kind of the extra thing, since mostly what's going to be in the guidebook is just a brief version of the practice, and then I'll be able to fit more of it on the online portion of this. And then the sketches are obviously all done, which is exciting, and the final drawings, they're getting there, more than a third of the way of them are done. And yeah, my little note to celebrate, lol. Yes, I'm really excited that this is coming together. And just a little preview of all the hard work I've been doing, and a lot of things I'm still going to be developing and tweaking, playing around with it. But especially the colors, color is something very new that I really thought it was going to be all just more monochromatic, neutral browns, blacks and whites, like this. But I'm feeling I'm being called to color, and I've been working with color more, and I'm really liking it. So yeah, we're getting there. It feels so vibrant, but I'm gonna find a mix, something that feels balanced, and essentially that there's more to show, even though it's not where I want it to be yet. And I'm every time I show it, I'm but it's gonna look better when it's done. But I'm trying not to let that get in the way. Ultimately, I'm just so excited about the progress I've been able to accomplish this year alone, and just having the concepts down, the structure, the sketches, the words, that really helps me feel okay, there's these bones here, there's this foundation, and now it's just about me showing up and drawing a little bit every day as much as I can, and not rushing it, even though I'm eager and I really want to be out there to help all of us tap into these inner resources and the surrounding ecosystems we're a part of. I just feel now more than ever and always, this is important to remember, and there's so many ways to connect to it and so many ways to heal through these original ways. But I'm excited to offer this way. And yeah, so my goal, without putting pressure on it, and how I kind of see things coming together at the pace that they're going at right now, especially since I've been prioritizing this as one of my main projects, of course, next to Cycles Journal and the cyclical mindfulness work I'm starting to put out more, which is related to this. And I'm excited to share more of the practices, and the guidebook and coursework for this is very related to that. Anyways, so much to say about that. But I really am hoping that by spring I can be closer, if not ready, to start sharing this in a more structured way with the world. And I plan on doing a Kickstarter or something, because this is obviously going to be independently self-published and funded, all my things. And so I'd love to launch a Kickstarter. Spring is my goal, but I feel it'll probably be more like summer, just, you know, that I'm closer to the end and I've done more of the research of like who I'm gonna print with and what it's all gonna look like. And I haven't done much of that yet, honestly, because I want to just be in this creative flow right now that's not putting pressure on it. And although that part is fun in a way, it's like it's a lot of technicalities, so I just want to like enjoy this creative channeling phase, and that'll come. And once I have all that together and I'm like almost done with the deck, I will be able to share it and start making it happen. The guidebook, I guess now that I have like most of the writings, the guidebook is really just formatting, and that's tedious, but like I'm determined to have the deck and the guidebook like ready together by spring or summer, or like almost finished by spring or summer, so that I can at least launch. And then you know, it'll probably actually get printed like in after that in like autumn, and hopefully by like the end of the year we can actually like have it in our hands. That's really my goal. I feel like that's realistic, but again, we'll see. This is just me estimating and trying to set some like exciting but not too pressureful guideposts for myself and all of you who are interested and following along. But yeah, so thanks for checking this out with me. I'm excited to share more. I've been sharing the most behind the scenes and like some of the actual practices and writings that are ready on my Patreon for this Embodied Ecosystems deck, so that you can enjoy it ahead of time but also like see behind the scenes in the process. I've been sharing more time lapses there so you can see like how I draw, and yeah, that's the best place to check it out, but also support me for as low as like $4 a month to so that I can, you know, sustain this long project before it's funded at all. So yeah, thanks for considering that. Thanks for tuning in, and yeah, hope you're well.